Wow, that episode was crazy, you guys. James Gunn is absolutely cooking right now. Welcome to the Super Reel. My name is Zach, and this officially licensed piece of DC merch is Eagly. Say hi to the people, Eagly. Such a top lad. And this is my theater room. Welcome to my theater room. Welcome to my home. This is where all the videos take place if this is your first time to the Super Reel. Episode 7 just dropped last night, so let's talk about it. The episode is titled Like a Keith in the Night, a play on the words like a thief in the night. The episode starts right where the last episode ends. Harcourt calls out Chris for missing some pretty obvious Nazi red flags, like the copies of Mein Kampf and a huge mural of Hitler right there in the middle of Argus. It was actually kind of funny. Chris breaks up with the alternate Harcourt, then him and our Harcourt begin their escape from Argus. We then cut to both vigilantes, the crowd favorites, and we finally get some lore about this world. We find out this is truly James Gunn's take on Earth X. The Nazis won World War II in this dimension, and everything anyone has here is at the expense of those considered outsiders. The outsiders are forced to work in work camps for their entire lives. And let me be the first to say, it's amazing that Vigilante has a good heart across dimensions. He's a top lad. Our Vigilante then tells him that he came with a black friend. Then the other Vigilante tells him we need to go get her now. The amount of urgency that Vigilante had about getting Adebayo, I was so worried about Adebayo, you guys don't even know. We then cut to Ads running for her literal life. Augie tells Keith to meet him at the house, and Economos is getting a taste of working in the field. Adebayo jumps in a swimming pool, which I didn't think was very smart at the time, but it worked out because Judo Master is there to rescue her. Judo Master was a top lad in this episode.
Zippity zap, bitches!
Hey, y'all peep that croc with the swastika on it? These guys are real deal Nazis. It's crazy. Hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, smash that subscribe button. This is the best account under 1,000 subs. Peacemaker and Harcourt fire through the front door of Argus, then take off in the peace cycle. Keith returns home, and Economos shows us why he's best suited behind the desk, LOL.
Shit, like a human lie detector.
Let's go. Come here.
Augie gets Keith up to speed on what's been going on. He tells him that his real brother is dead, and he reveals that he actually met his doppelganger, our Augie, in the QUC and never told his boys about it.
And there was something not right about him. Something cruel, like he came from a world that was a dark version of ours.
Keith tells his dad that he thinks Harcourt's acting strange too. Those pants are a dead giveaway, so they set off to find them.
Let's go suit up.
We jump to Judo Master and Adebayo at Judo's safe house. The owners are out of town, but luckily they stocked up on snacks before they left. We get a funny moment between the two as Judo Master explains that was the most people he's killed in a swimming pool with a telephone wire. That's a very specific fatality. I'm glad he's keeping track of that. Economos is going through it with Eagly.
I don't want a piece of string. You thought I wanted a piece of string?
Eagly is a bird of instinct and compassion, not necessarily a bird that follows orders.
You are unbelievably fucking selfish, Eagly.
Judo Master gets Adebayo up to speed on this world's history. He's been doing some reading in his spare time. Good thing the homeowners are history buffs, I guess. Judo Master's plan is to wait until nightfall, then sneak back into the mansion, regroup with Adebayo's team, and leave this dimension. To kill time, they play Scrabble, or should I say Scroble, LOL. We then cut to Peacemaker and Harcourt trying to evade the police, and we get a touching moment of Harcourt quite literally leaning into Chris, and Chris matching her energy by holding her tight. This is what we've been waiting for, James Gunn. Thank you so much. Chris and Harcourt are soon surrounded, and it looks like they're about to go down until Dad and brother show up. Augie makes quick work of the police, and Chris and Harcourt agree to go back to the mansion with him. We then cut to Rick Flag coming to see Sidney Happerson, MIT's super genius and one of Lex's scientists. Sidney scans Washington State and gets a ping in Evergreen, and it seems Rick has been around Flurry way too much because he refers to this guy as Smiley, and it's pretty hilarious.
Smiley, get a printout of this to Flurry.
Next, we get a great scene between Judo Master and Adebayo. Adebayo is explaining to Judo how Peacemaker really isn't a bad guy in his heart. He's turned her on to some pretty beautiful music, and if you open your mind, you'll find he's really a sweet guy. But she also does mention Peacemaker isn't the smartest guy around, and he probably didn't even notice he was in a Nazi world.
Sad part is, I'm not so sure this Nazi world is as different from our own world as we wish it was.
Damn straight.
Harcourt and Chris return to the mansion with Keith and Augie. Economos continues to show us why he belongs at a desk.
What's this weird costume he's wearing? I'm unfamiliar with it.
And then all secrets are revealed by Chris. He tells them how he came in drunk just to look around, and how Keith is dead in his world, how he ran into this dimension's Peacemaker, everything. But Keith is not here for it, and he is boiling mad.
Fuck you!
Augie is trying to keep him calm though.
Keith, Stop it.
We then hear a knock on the door and it's Larry Fitzgibbon from season 1. Of course, his partner isn't there because of obvious reasons. Augie handles this conversation like a beast. He can be very intimidating, especially with that suit on. We cut to Adebayo and Judo Master outside the mansion and the vigilantes arrive on the scene just in time.
Dory, it's me. And this is other me. Hey, nice to meet you.
Our vigilante was ready to keep the beef alive and well between him and Judo, LOL, but luckily Ads talked him down.
He's all right, Vidge. Calm down. All right, fine. I will try to get over it for your sake. Yeah, me too. Okay.
We get another Infernape shout out.
His favorite Pokemon is also Infernape.
The Sinnoh region is goated. Cynthia will catch you lacking if you're soft. I'm glad it's getting some love. Back inside the mansion, Augie is still trying to get information out of the team. Hardcore tells him that there are 2 more members that are not here, and Keith asks,
Is one of them a black woman?
and then goes on to say he was chasing her, and then we get the surprise reveal that Augie really isn't a bad guy in this dimension.
Why the fuck were you doing that, Keith?
I thought she got out, Dad.
That's not what we're supposed to do. Jesus, haven't you boys ever learned anything?
He then offers to let them all go through the portal once their friends arrive, and Keith is pissed.
He's not just walking out of here scot-free. He's not just walking out of here scot-free. He's not just walking out of here scot-free.
Then we get the hard truth about this dimension's Peacemaker. Apparently he was always out of control with the drugs and the violence. Augie believes our Chris didn't mean to kill their Chris, but Keith still wants revenge. But Augie tells him that revenge won't get his brother back. Hardcore then says he's awful generous for a Nazi, and Augie takes offense to being called that. This Augie genuinely is a good person, and it's a shame our Peacemaker didn't get this version of his dad. He's giving a heartfelt speech, then I see Vigilante in the background, and I know how my boy moves. He went straight for the jugular. This was sad AF. Augie was a good person, and this scene was hard to watch. When this is all over, Economos isn't gonna touch grass for a long time. Keith has had enough. He's throwing haymakers and about to give the final blow. Then Eagly and the rest of the team steps in to handle Keith. Then we get John Cena's Emmy moment. He lets out a terrifying cry to stop the violence. He relives all his trauma in this moment when he sees Keith on the brink of death. He thinks he's the problem, that everything he touches, he destroys. This scene was so powerful. James Gunn's cooking with this show. I love it so much. Hardcore was prepared to finish Keith so that he wouldn't come after Chris in the future, but she couldn't do it quick enough. Keith is still alive. We'll have to face him in the future, I'm sure. The 11th Street kids plus Judo Master make it back to their dimension, and Argus is waiting for them. Judo Master goes over to the Argus side, and Chris hands over the portal device. He tells Rick Flag that everyone came to the other dimension to convince him to hand over the portal device so that they don't all go to prison with him. Judo Master agrees with the story, and they only arrest Peacemaker. Poor Vigilante just wants his friend. The episode ends with Peacemaker in the back of a cop car heading to prison. And the Sly Cooper grin of approval for this episode goes to John Cena for his performance at the end of the episode. He's growing as an actor right before our very eyes. Woo! So this episode was a lot, you guys. This was the best episode by far all season. Augie turned out to be a good guy, and I love that. I just hate that he had to die though. Keith is definitely going to be a problem in the future. I 100% think that was his villain origin story, so we are definitely going to have to deal with that in the future. I should have known Judo Master was going to be okay. I thought he was going to be trapped by the time we caught up with him in the other dimension, but I should have known he was going to be okay. Judo Master can handle himself. Adebayo is safe. It seems like the whole internet was concerned with her character's safety, so I'm glad she's okay. James Gunn is just doing such a great job with his Peacemaker show. It's so freaking hype. Hop on that DC train right now, because once that Lantern TV show comes out in 2026, it's going to be GG's. That Lantern show is probably going to make this channel, to be honest with you. And if you've made it this far, hit that subscribe button. This is prime YouTube stock and the best account under 1,000 subs. Click here to spam more of my content. And as always, thank you guys so much for inviting me into your home, and thank you so much for joining me in mine. I will see you guys in the next video.